Hey, yo, Pikkon, now that you're finally in this game as DLC, I'm meaning to ask you something a little bit personal. Are you a Namek, or what kind of thing are you?
Hey, that's racist, Goku. But yeah, it's true. I'm a Namekian from Universe 6. I got banished to the West Galaxy of Universe 7. They even took my nose!
Why did they take your nose? Maybe you're related to Krillin after all. Well, too bad I gotta rat you out now for only having 3 new skills. Yo ass costs $8, and that's all we get? Ayo, Swoops, take care of him.
Oh, quack! Oh, half-ass DLC alert! Oh, engaging in DLC quality mode!
Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I am back at it again with some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC 12 and Legendary Pack 1 content here on the channel, continuing my next video on a versus comparison between DLC and mod. Yes, I'm actually really excited for this one because we're going to be showcasing Pikkon. So there are going to be a couple of different versions that I will be showcasing just because there was a revamp version, and then there was the original very first, like, you know, main base form kind of Pikkon mod. I say base because the one that was by revamp is this one right here, which is the one from Dragon Ball Heroes. Now obviously this model and everything is completely different from what we got in the DLC, but this was the original one that was actually created by Sam a while back. It has its own voice and everything. So basically what I did was I replaced the skills with the revamp skills. I will be going back to this one to show you guys the custom moveset that revamp did, but everything else will be shown on this version just to, you know, kind of clarify it. So guys, before we get into this video, if you could do me a massive gargantuan favor and smash that like button, that would be so freaking amazing, and I would truly really appreciate it. Plus shows that you guys want to see more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 content here on the channel, as well as continuation of the mod series and these little verses specials. So this should be the last video because there were only 2 DLC characters, but revamp did get an update. Mods are updated so you guys can play mods. Go watch my tutorial if you want to know how to install everything. So basically what we have right here is a new version of the revamped Pikkon. So this is normal DLC Pikkon, but the dits, aka the coloration on this character, has been significantly improved. In my opinion, I like the darker tone of the green. Just makes it look cooler. And God of Destruction Toppo looks way better. Oh my god, I love the colors, and look at that. They even got that nice like glow and everything on his symbol. They pretty much fixed a lot on it, and it doesn't really look like he's got that like ridiculous weird dipped in oil effect. I mean, he still has a dipped in oil effect because, you know, that's just how Xenoverse models look, but I do like the colors on this way better. You can see on his eyes, they're a much more prominent purple, and they have that glow to it and everything. The original model was fine, you know, I'm cool with it, but this one just looks way better. Like, revamp does, you know, just improve on what, you know, the DLC and dips already gives us. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into it, and yeah, I'm really excited.
It's time to get serious. You're prepared to fight, and so am I.
Alright guys, so seeing these two like just side by side is pretty insane because it's like, you know, this version right here it's just so much different. It actually is. I thought it would be similar, but let me just show you. Like, look. Oh my god. Look at the differences. And even with the revamped colors and everything, I already checked. The colors on this version, the DLC version of Pikkon, is still different from this version. This one's more of like a, I don't even know, forest kind of green on his skin tone, while this one, I think he's got more of a, like, I guess, yellow kind of green color on his skin tone with Pikkon. So this one right here is the DLC, and this one is the modded version. I mean, at least the very first modded version that we have. So one major note, he's taller. So I guess when it came to size accuracy, Sam, you know, who originally made this, made him just slightly taller, which, I mean, isn't that big of a deal, but it's mainly his legs. Man's legs are ridiculously stretched out, while his hat and everything, I think it's like, it's like this weird bean shape there. I don't even know what to call it. I don't know. It like gets skinnier as it increases up. So as it, you know, goes up, it just gets like a little bit more of a skinny kind of, you know, style on this one. This one seems to be more, I guess, proportionate in that aspect, but they both still have a halo, which the halos look the same. They look fine, like nothing really to say about that. One major thing that you will see here is their skirt. Wow, big difference. That's where the big difference is the skirt, kind of like white part of his tunic. I don't even know what you would consider this. What is that called? I ain't no clothing expert, but you can see how poorly done this is. I don't want to say poorly done, but like you can see it's like jagged and it's rigid and it's very, very sharp angles and everything. While this one is much smoother. Like you can tell that they, you know, obviously polished that one. But I will have to say, model-wise, yeah, it's going to go to the DLC version. Dimps just does something to their models that just make them look way better than any mod that I can think of. Like, honestly, like, the mods are great and everything, but let's be real. Like, whenever we reviewed Toppo, you guys saw. So, colors and everything are just, you know, slightly different. It's not that big of a deal, but overall, it looks really, really good. Now, real quick, I want to go ahead and jump into the movesets for these characters. I'm going to switch over to the Revamp Team moveset for this one so that we can compare that, and then we'll go back to this one for the skills so that we can actually have both these characters in their same kind of clothing and everything.
You won't get past me.
Gotta love the custom intro from Revamp Team. Great stuff to them. So, yeah, as you can see, again, it looks like this version of Pikkon. It looks like, I don't know if it's just how, you know, the size comparison went from what they looked at in, I want to say like maybe the anime or something, if they were like comparing it to Goku size, but for some reason the modded version just seemed to be slightly taller than what we have for the DLC version. But again, models look great. He's still more of a kind of, I don't know, forest green color, but let's go ahead and jump into the moveset for Super Pikkon. So this is the square combo. I love the twist up sort of like tornado effect that he's got in his moveset here. Very nice work by Revamp Team. 10-hit combo on it. Now that's the, you know, basic square weak hit combo. Now for the triangle combo, got some kicks, some nice punches, and force palms, and then an elbow. So seems that it was about 6 hits on that one. It's actually been a while since I reviewed this version of Pikkon. So 6 hits, pretty good and solid. I'm into it, man. I'm into it. All right, triangle square. So he's got this. You can do a little charge up, obviously, and then you can go for that. Do that, boom, and then a burst dash into another elbow. So lots of quick, fast-paced, you know, movesets on the triangle square and everything. I like that burst dash and everything. 5-hit combo, very, very solid stuff. All right, 2-hit combo. So, oh, okay, so he's got that nice kick here. I think that is from another character. Completely forgot what it was, but 2-hit combo into 2 strong hits. 4-hit combo total. Pretty, you know, pretty solid. All right, let's go for the 5-hit combo here. Now, this one might be a little bit weird to pull off because he does have what it seems to be multiple hits in it, but I'm going to keep trying it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think it's after, might actually be after that one there because, like I said, it's a little bit weird. Hey, there it is. Okay, so that was, yes. Okay, that one was really sick. I completely forgot about it, how epic that was. So he does a force palm, and he just shoots him off with like a ki blast, whatever it's called. The ki blast cannon sort of deal. But in this moveset, he's got these, like, I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think it's like 7 or 8 of these green ki blasts that he throws. Now, that's what I like about the Revamp Team, is that they do cool stuff like that, you know, you would think that they would do in the moveset. And I can't remember if Pikkon actually did something like that in the anime, but it's just really sick looking and it's unique. And I know for a fact that, you know, this version of Pikkon, the DLC version, didn't have that, if I recall correctly. But other than that, here's the grab here. Tornado kick! That is the coolest grab. You cannot tell me that that one's not friggin' epic, man. I absolutely love it. Like, oh! It's too good, man. It's too good. Ki blast and everything. Charge up. Boom. You know, basic stuff there. You know, it is what it is. You know, I'm not really going to go into too much depth with it. His limit burst was attack up, ki auto recovery, so that's like, you know, the usual stuff going on there. Let's go ahead and switch over to my boy, okay, the regular Pikkon. So back to the moveset here. We have the square combos, fast, quick pace, lots of teleports. Both versions of the character have their teleports and everything going on there, but it seemed to have been I think it was a 10-hit combo in total. So, like I said, you know, it's just, there's nothing really too crazy about it except for the Ki Blast effect that the Dragon Ball Heroes Revamp team did. For the triangle combo here, got some kicks, some punches, real basic. He's as vanilla of a character as you get. The combos are great, don't get me wrong. I would have to say his combo game is a lot better compared to, you know, like Toppo. But that's just, you know, the strong hits there. Triangle, square. So, yeah, he did have a couple different extras in there. So, they both have that sort of burst dash effect or whatever, which, I mean, I do like that. I do like that a lot, which is just really cool. I can't remember which one it was for this one here. Was it the triangle here? Something like that. But, yeah, you get the idea. I showed it already, so you guys could re-look at it. But, yeah, triangle, square. He does have multiple hits in there. So, whenever you get it going, it's always easier usually in the base game when it comes to like the DLC. The moveset and everything is just way easier to land. So 2-hit combo. He's got those kicks in there, which again was very similar to what he had. You see that? Yeah. So the Revamp team version had a similar moveset on it, which is pretty cool. I do like you know, that fact there. You can see that. He does that one like big ass kick. And the same thing with this one, 2-hit combo, and he has that same sort of like kick going on there, which is, it's cool, man. It's kind of cool how like you will find those connections, and it's like you didn't even realize that like they were gonna do that. But obviously some things were taken from you know, things in the anime and everything, which is always great. But let's go for the 5-hit combo. Yeah, his was pretty easy to land if I recall correctly, which I do like that nice elbow effect that he's got going on there. Always going to be a fan of that. It just looks really cool. But yeah, like, you know, this moveset, it's, like I said, for both characters, very basic. It was just the Ki Blast sort of thing that Pikkon had in, you know, the Revamp team. So, great stuff there. I don't think there's really too much else to walk through on the moveset or, you know, even mess with all that much. But other than that, let's go ahead and go for his grab here. A couple of punches and then just a kick. I'm more of a fan. I think I would have to say if I had to choose a moveset, I think the moveset's going to go to the Super Pikkon from Revamp Team. It just is way more fun. It's way more unique. It doesn't feel like, you know, like this just feels like, you know, just like a normal basic character. Like it's nothing, like I said, nothing too crazy with it. But at least with the Super Pikkon, you know, he's got cool stuff like this, and then, you know, his grab is something that Pikkon does, which is like, you know, tornado kind of effects. It's cool, man. It really is cool. So, I mean, when it came down to moveset, I'm going to have to give it to Revamp Team on that one. But model alone is obviously going to go to, you know, this version, which, I mean, just to show you the comparison, like, I love Revamp's model and everything, but when it comes down to, like, you know, a super refined, polished version, I would have to say it's got to be this one because Dimps just does the models best. They really do. I still do really like this costume. It's cool. It's different. Like, both of these are great. They really are. So, real quick with stamina breaks, he's got a kick. All kicks with the Revamp Team. Now, when it comes down to this version of him, he's got a punch and then another punch there. So, he's all about the punching in, you know, this version right here with the DLC. But then when it comes down to my boy here from Revamp Team, he got them kicks. Them feet, though. Like, that's what I'm talking about, bro. So, all right, let's go ahead and move over to the skills. And I want to be able to use Sam's version, which is the original modded version. All right, guys, now for the next segment. I know this is a longer video, but it's just because I wanted to break down every single little part. Now we're going for skills. The skills are very different when it comes to these characters. So you only got 3 new skills when it came to the DLC, which is the Burning Shot, Hyper Tornado, and then the Thunder Flash. Now, when it comes down to Revamp Team, I think I'm going to have to give it to them again in terms of, you know, quality as well as the actual amount. You know, quantity and quality's got to go to Revamp. They had Hyper Tornado, Blazing Zephyr, Burning Shoot, Flawless Stance, Whirlwind Blitz, Thunder Flash, and Nova Strike. They had completely, like, 7 new skills. The only thing is he didn't have an Awoken skill, which, I mean, the only Awoken you could give him is him taking off his clothes or whatever. But obviously that's silly. We don't really need that or whatever. But yeah, that's insane. So let's go ahead and compare both the Hyper Tornado. One thing I want to know is the latest version of the patcher does glitch out custom sound effects. So for this, the sake of this video, I want to clarify that the sound effects, you could rewatch it on my channel. I did a full review of this version of Pikkon with his skills and everything. There are no sound effects, okay? They sound really cool. They were by Brandinator. You know, God bless him. He does an amazing job. they're more of like a cinematic movie kind of sound effects or whatever. But unfortunately, there are none except for just like base stuff. So just deal with it for now. Let's go ahead and move over to Hyper Tornado, the modded version. So this one right here, it's very, very basic. There's nothing else to it. It's cool looking. I do like the overall, like, design, but it doesn't, like I said, have any sound effects. He just spins. It's got decent range, and it does about 14 hits from what we saw right there. Let me just confirm how many hits it actually did. Yeah, 14 hits. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It's very, very minuscule kind of damage going on there. But you can kind of like, combo into it if you want. Now, if we go over to this version of him, his Hyper Tornado, this one is, I will have to say, way cooler. I do like the effects of it. So basically, it's a horizontal hit, and then the second kind of effect to it, like the second part to it, he spins, and then, he goes into a more vertical stance. So Revamp Teams is good. It's just very, very basic. Simple. It's nothing too crazy there. It's almost like, Blue Hurricane in a way, but like a mini version of it. But yeah, the Hyper Tornado from the DLC, I'll give them points for that one. They definitely earned it. 32 hit combo, so it's like way more damage, and it just looks cooler and everything. And again, disregard the sound effects, with Revamp Teams or whatever, because it's currently not working because of the mods that is currently glitching it out. But yeah, it's pretty nice, man. It's pretty nice. So it's funny because the modded version is called Burning Shoot, while it's actually called Burning Shot in the DLC version. So let's go ahead and check this one out here. Let's see how accurate Revamp Team got to it. So a burst dash, a kick, and then a little karate chop going on there. So I think that is pretty similar to what we actually got in the DLC version. Let me actually see it again. Hold up. Let me see it. Yeah, it's exactly the same. It is exactly like, bruh, can I copy your homework, fam? Even the angles and everything, Like, look at that. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. Oh my god. So instead of he's got a quicker startup. So he just goes straight for it. And I will say I like the effects probably a little bit better. They look a little bit cooler with, like, the burst in it. He kicks them, and then he shoots over there, and then does karate chop from the back. Yeah, like I said, it's very, very similar with it. But the revamp version, there's a little bit more of a startup. It takes a little bit longer, but it still looks really good. The effects on it still are really, really nice as well, which, I mean, both of them are great with that. But just to show you guys, I do like that effect where I like his charge-up effect with it. But whenever he's, dashing in there, I think I will have to say that that version is better from the DLC. It just looks a little bit more Xenoverse-esque, but both versions look great. They really do. But you can see, like, it's more transparent, while this one, it feels like it's more clouded with the Burning Shoot. Yeah, it's like more clouded or whatever, and the dits definitely change. But they're exactly the same, man. It's crazy how close Revamp Team got. And if you guys didn't know, Revamp Team's version came out, I think 2 months before this DLC version. So there's a lot to, praise the Revamp Team for, without having to see any gameplay. They just went, I think, straight off of what was in Dragon Ball Legends, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty crazy. So maximum charge with it. Instead, this version of Pikkon actually has flawless stance. So that is actually integrated into the version from his Thunder Flash. So you can see here, this version, way smoother in terms of the animation. Way, way, way smoother. I say that looks way cooler. Now, when it comes to the effects on Thunder Flash, I think I'm going to give it to Revamp Team, though. Okay, so, like, the animation looks way smoother for the flawless stance kind of thing, and then he goes into the Thunder Flash. But when it comes to Revamp Team's version, their flawless stance, it looks really cool, but it's more of like an aura that he gets and not necessarily like a backdrop on it. So you can kind of see here, it's just a straight up backdrop on him. It turns everything black, and then the aura is just a big backdrop that you can see on it. It's got some cool, like, effects that are flowing through on there. But other than that, I mean, it's not like this one, which is supposed to be more of an aura. Which, I don't know, it's something about the aura effect I do think I like more. Because it doesn't, like, make everything black in the background. It actually gives him a full new aura. But the animations are pretty much exactly the same. It's just, this one's a little bit slightly smoother. Now, what you can do, which is cool about Revamp Team, is the Thunder Flash. So, if I restart this here, Thunder Flash. Again, really cool looking. I like the effects on this one. I like the fire effect. I think I'm going to have to give it to Revamp Team. Like I said, it just looks way cooler. But what you can do is if you charge up the Flawless Stance, I think twice, like 1 or 2 times if I'm not mistaken, it actually can increase the ability and the power of the Thunder Flash, and it makes it a blue fire Thunder Flash, which is really, really sick looking. It's like a, you know, I don't know, it just feels more like a Thunder Flash in that aspect. I know that doesn't really make much sense, but yeah, if you just have the normal charge up on it, it's, you know, just a regular red orange effect. But then whenever you charge this up, I think twice or whatever, he should go for a blue. But let me just check just in case. Yeah, so 2 times of the Flawless Stance will give it to you. And this, I think, by the way, charges up your key. It gets your key back up to like 100% with it. But, man, I really wish the sound effects were on here. It just sounds way cooler, but you can see the damage increase on it. They both do a very significant amount of damage. You know, I'm not going to say, like, one's really that better than the other. They both pretty much kind of do around the same amount. But, yeah, both are great. I mean, I can't really say one's, like, super significantly, like, miles better. They just both look nice, but I will give it to Revamp Team just because they went that, you know, little extra step to give it an extra boost and, you know, change some things. It made it unique. Made it very unique. So this is where, you know, I guess the DLC version is kind of lacking, which is the skills. Giving him, like, you know, energy wave combo. I understand, you know, there's not really too much else you can give him. But, you know, when it comes to Revamp Team, they go above and beyond, and they give him stuff like Blazing Zephyr, which is a fire kick that freezes and immobilizes the opponent, and then you can go for a second input to do a, you know, just a little bit more damage, which is really cool. So that's something that, you know, Revamp Team does. They, like, I know he might have used something maybe similar like that to the anime, but, you know, they do things that, like I said, goes above and beyond what Dimps would normally do. You know what I'm saying? But Blazing Zephyr, cool. You know, skill name and everything. He does have a new evasive called Nova Strike, which is really cool. I would have loved if they at least gave this version of Pikkon, the DLC one, Angry Shout instead of Explosive Wave, just because, you know, he does the disgusting freak, you know, and he's fighting Janemba and stuff, and that Janemba's weakness is getting insults. So that would have been cool if they gave him, like, Angry Shout. I think that'd be a very simple thing that they could have done, but they just gave him, you know, Explosive Wave, which is boring, Snoresville, you know what I mean? But still, it's not a big deal. Like, when it comes to evasives, like, I don't need to have a new evasive or anything. But, reverse Mabakosengo, like that, you already know. It's a cool skill, and I guess it works out for Pikkon, you know. At least they didn't give him full power energy wave. Thank God for that. I'm so much more happier that they gave him something at least kind of from, like, you know, Namex. And I know Pikkon's not, like, confirmed to be an egg. Maybe he is, I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is. But again, you get 2 ultimates. When it comes to Revamp, they give you Whirlwind Blitz, which is so cool. So basically, it gave you a Phoenix sound effect, which is what it was supposed to do. So it would go like that, and then you do the uppercut kick, spin fire. So this is what's so cool about Whirlwind Blitz. He combines his fire attacks with his freaking wind attacks. So this man is becoming Angen Zuko from Avatar The Last Airbender combined into one. This dude is all... That's why I love Pikkon, because he's got these, like, 2 big elemental attacks and abilities, which is really cool. So that's super unique. It's epic, and yeah, I'm just going to have to say skill-wise, in terms of quantity and a little bit of quality, I'll give it to the Revamp Team. Now, animation-wise, and I will have to say model-wise, we'll definitely go to the DLC version. Like, you know, these are both excellent. I'm telling you guys, like, I would use both these. Like, it's not really that big of a contest when it comes down to it, because you know, you have Revamp Team, which they do such a good job as a modding team, and you have the Dimps version, which is always going to be really good and everything too. But I don't know, y'all let me know down below which one you like better if you had to choose. Okay, and I think if I had to choose, I would definitely go for Revamp Teams, man. I gotta go for it, bro. Like, it's just, like, I love the models and how polished that looks, but when it comes down to, like, attacks and abilities and things, I think that Revamp got it, man. They really did. But like I said, much love to both versions. They're great, man. They really are great. So until then, that is going to do it. Just to show you guys real quick, just for a comparison of these two side by side, just for fun. I'm gonna try to do this here real quick. Okay, so that's the reverse Babakusengo. I'm gonna have flawless stance just because both of these look cool, and I want to compare both of them kind of like side by side with it. So this might be a little bit hard to do because they're, like I said, they're similar, but there are, I guess, slight differences with it. So let's just see it side by side here. Holy crap. All right, so I'm gonna play these. So yeah, they are pretty similar. It looks like it's slower on the it's definitely slower on revamp versions. It's like a little bit slower. This one is quicker on the DLC version, which is kind of cool, man. It really is kind of cool. But to compare, I guess, Thunder Flash next to each other, let's actually see these two. Hopefully I can get, like, you know, a clash with it. So I'm going to charge this up here. Let's see. Did I time it right? This is the question, man. Did I time it right? Please tell me I did, bro. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. He's over there. Okay, so these are... I think I did. I think I actually did time it right. Hopefully. Let's actually see this here. So I'm going to go and increase the saturation with it. Let's see. Did I time it right? They both look so similar in terms of the effects. They both have the electric... Okay, so this one comes out a little bit quicker. But you can kind of see how they look. Yeah, they're... Look at that. See? Even the clash on it. They look so similar. So similar with the fire effect. Wow, that's crazy. That is insane, dude. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, guys. I mean, in terms of those skills, I think that's the best that you can do with the comparison with it. So thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, it's a very long video, but I do appreciate your support. Again, let me know which one you like the best, and hey, maybe I'll do more of these in the future. Leave a like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I'll see you guys then. Stay safe. Peace.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.